Thousands of people have filed into St. Peter's Basilica in Rome today to pay their final respects to Pope Francis. His line in state will continue for the next 3 days until his coffin is closed on Friday night ahead of his funeral on Saturday.
Pope Francis' coffin left the residence he chose as his home 12 years ago. A short and solemn journey to St. Peter's Basilica. The ceremonial broken briefly by the reaction of the crowd. As the coffin approached the door and was brought to the altar. A short time later, people began to file through the 16th century church. From the moment the Basilica opened, large crowds formed. People from across Italy and across the world who wanted to be here to pay their last respects.
On Monday we heard the news that the Pope has passed away, so we had planned to visit, so we're in today.
We had seen him on the TV though, and we did comment at home in Dublin how sick he looked and how unwell he looked, and the fact he went out Easter Sunday also to go out to the crowds was quite amazing, and to think the next day he passed away.
We saw him on Sunday and then the next day he died. It was an absolute tragedy. We just can't we're so happy that we did see him, but we didn't think he was going to go out so fast as he did.
There are thousands upon thousands of people around, but it's very subdued. There's a real sense of, honour about the place.
It's not as vibrant as we've been here before in the past and what it's been like before in the past. It's certainly just a lot quieter, which is understandable under the circumstances.
The Pope will lie in state until Friday evening. Fiona Mitchell, RTE News, Rome.
Well, our religion correspondent Alva Keneally joins us now from Rome. Alva, could you give us some idea of the scale of the public response to Francis's line in state?
Well, that scene earlier, so poignant and so solemn as the coffin carrying Francis made its way through the Vatican from his residence to St. Peter's Basilica. And by the time the procession had made it to St. Peter's Square, 20,000 people were in line waiting for the Basilica to open at 11 a.m. Francis is lying in state. He will do for 3 days, and a significant number of people have arrived this afternoon, thousands in fact, and it means that security has tightened even further here in the Vatican as a result of that. Now, the opportunity for people to pay their respects to Pope Francis, that will end, it's expected, on Friday at 7 p.m. And an hour after that, the Camerlengo, who is an Irish-born cardinal, Kevin Farrell, he will then essentially oversee the closure of the coffin. That in turn will be overseen by church authorities, and the body will be prepared for burial after the funeral on Saturday. I think it's fair to say that given the number of people and the numbers that have arrived here today, it is a testament to Francis, not only as the leader of the Catholic Church and the love he had from Catholics, but it seems that he was widely respected worldwide. And given the numbers that are arriving, Vatican officials haven't ruled out extending visiting hours to St. Peter's Basilica beyond midnight tonight and perhaps beyond midnight tomorrow night.